I have written to you several times, but there is no one I can trust to take my letters to the mail. She is away from the house today. That's why I'm able to write this. For weeks I've been ill, fevers, terrible headaches, but she watches me like a hawk. Believe nothing but this. She'll ruin me. She'll ruin everything.
Well, in 1952, Olivia de Havilland and Richard Burton, a very young Richard Burton, starred in the adaptation of Daphne du Maurier's Gothic novel, My Cousin Rachel. And it was a pretty successful movie at the time, and it even won 4 Oscar nominations, including the first of many that Richard Burton would receive in his career. Well, it's taken all these years later for someone to get the idea to bring this back to the screen, and that's Fox Searchlight, which seems like they're on a kick to take these classic stories based in England and bring them back to contemporary audiences. Well, they've done it with My Cousin Rachel, and they are blessed to have another Rachel, a real Rachel in real life, Rachel Weisz, in the title role.
Driving up to the house, he'd come and standing by the door to welcome me. I've done it so many times in my imagination. The clock struck the hour as we drove up. I even seemed to recognize the sound of the bell.
This movie is all mystery and atmosphere. It comes from director Roger Michell, who among other things has done Notting Hill, and it's set at this manor called the Ashley Estate. It's there that we meet Philip, a young man played by Sam Claflin, and he's sort of been brought up in this estate by his cousin Ambrose all those years. But Ambrose is rather sickly and has to leave. He goes to a sunnier climate, this time in Florence, Italy, and Philip starts receiving a number of mysterious letters from him talking about this impending marriage, this tormentor named Rachel, and asking Philip to come there, which Philip eventually does, only to find Ambrose is dead and Rachel, whoever she is gone. Well, this enrages Philip, who only looked up to Ambrose, and blames this mystery woman for his death. And then when we finally meet Rachel, she's not at all that horrible monster that we are led to believe, at least through Philip's mind here. And he, of course, as you know these things go, falls for her, and she manipulates him. Or does she?
And how would you define it?
Define what?
The difference. Our femininity. Mrs. Pascoe's and mine.
God knows. All I know is I like looking at you. I don't like looking at Mrs. Pascoe.
Beautifully filmed here. This is perfect counter programming for the summer. Wonder Woman is taking off, and this is about another woman that I think people will be captivated with, particularly in the hands of Rachel Weisz, who is such a good actress. She makes you believe everything she does, and she is perfectly tailored to take on this role, even from a legendary actress like Olivia de Havilland, who at 101 is still with us, believe it or not. I hope she goes to see it. I bet you Olivia de Havilland will have as good a time as other discerning adult audiences looking for something different this summer. I say go.